What's up, fam? Y'all know what it is. A lot of protesting going on, family. A lot of people pissed off about these executive orders, what have you, that our commander-in-chief is orchestrating. You know, as long as I've been living on this earth, as long as I've been in this existence we call life, it's gonna be some people that is just gonna represent the Baphomet and the Baphomet only. You can put bands up, you can put walls up, you can talk about terrorist groups, people that infringe on other people's liberties and feel as though they are better than you because of their ideologies. But you gotta understand, if you any person of a little bit of biblical proportions, you may have a little, you may have a lot, I don't know where no one's at, but if you got discernment, if you got any knowledge in a biblical text to speak, you should already know, family, that you're always gonna have to go to war with evil. You got to prepare every day to fight against the principalities and the evilness that is being orchestrated in your individual lives. Now, as a content creator, I know I come across with a whole bunch of information and different kind of topics and synopsis to my videos, and I know everyone is not going to agree with some of the things I say, and they're going to agree or disagree, and I know some people is going to hate. Okay, this is the playing field. This is the diagnosis of social media content. Now, there's a lot of protesting going on in the land. There's a lot of people, like I said, pissed off, of different ethnicities. You know, Mexicans, Arab folks, Arab or Islam. You know, the ethnicity that goes with the religion. You know, I think my man 908 was trying to pronounce a word, Santa Maria. That's what you was trying to say, Santa Maria, my brother. If I can recollect and remember, you was trying to say something about some kind of religious practice. It's called Santa Maria. That's the pronunciation of it. Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to you too. Here's a brother that reached out to me, and I very appreciate it. You know, if we just go, we just touch bases. Hey man, if that's how far it goes, that's how far it goes. You never know what's gonna happen. It's a small world, you know. And I know where you at, so I'm not gonna put you on blast, but you know, my fam from there, you know, my biological fam, so I love up there, you know. I know where you at, man. But I ain't gonna put you on blast. I don't know where you at, but I know what state you talking about, you know. Let's clarify that, because I don't like to, you know, which I know you don't give a damn. We ain't causing no problems, you know. Those clowns are not serious. I'm not any, you know, they want you to be scared of them. Like, shit, man, them dudes damn cream puffs, man. I ain't worrying about those clowns. But anyway, this is not even about that. All right, and put my input in that. Now, yeah, here's a brother that reached out to him. I was talking about this gloom and doom stuff. And I want to get y'all to see that whatever you do, try to enjoy yourself. Be prepared to fight, though. Always be prepared. Have your guards up, because it's spiritual warfare, family. Always remember that. You feel me? It is spiritual warfare. That's half of the battle. Spiritual warfare. You can, you can bullshit the bullshitter, but I'm gonna put it down like it's supposed to be put. Now, you gonna sit here and tell me that it's not. You the damn fool, cause everything you do in your reality, whether it's good or bad, it's a spirit behind it. Okay? You can't get away from it. Whether it's good intentions or bad intentions. Put these phones up. I'm getting tired of these jumps. I'm gonna have to upgrade. You know, sometimes you gotta spend the win, folks. These goddamn phones, these regular, Dollar Tree, dollar store earphones, RCA jacks, life expectancy is only a couple, if a month, give or take. Then them joints short out. Then you gotta find yourself paying another 5 spot. But I had to go ahead and upgrade this shit. Might as well get it on over with. And that's another thing I gotta bring to y'all attention. Invest in yourself first. Self-preservation. You know, y'all, we get in these relationships, woman and man, we don't even invest in ourselves. We don't have a golden parachute. How the hell you gonna get in a somewhat comfortable relationship, and your finances is topsy-turvy? Get your financial records. If you can't get them all the way perfect, at least get them that you can be a little bit comfortable, man. See, this is why we got all these stresses, all these added on diseases, and people hair falling out, and you aging quick. You're getting cataracts of the eyeballs. You're getting high cholesterol. You're eating. You're trying to eat your problems away. You're trying to drink your problems away. And then you put your life in danger. You're trying to screw your problems away. That's jumping in and out of people's beds. All that, to some people, is to them, some individuals, that is stress release, but it's foolishness. That's not a stress release. You're killing yourself because you're not fulfilling what you need to fulfill in a biblical way, in a right way, to get your life anew. See, that's what you got to look at, family. I mean, you can go around these circles all day and night, but if you ain't taking care of some serious goddamn economic business, you're gonna be short. You know, this is why I chill out sometimes and regroup and get my thoughts together to bring out. I'm not gonna just get up here and just talk about just dumb shit. You know, I'm not built like that. You know, my thing is always based on reality. I gotta keep repeating this and be a mother repetition, so the new people that watch my commentary and stuff could articulate and debunk it, deconstruct it for themselves and see where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's a lot of clown stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You got the genders. You know, it's been a surge in activity of prominent YouTubers. You know, this chick, I don't need to say her name. I went to the private video right up in the courthouse. Sexing and uploading on social media network. She don't care. I mean, I seen all her videos. You know, I ain't gonna. You know, I don't fake. You know, I seen her videos because I'm not gonna put her name out there, but it's trending all over social media. You know, and it's sad because this is unquote is a representation, whether you like it or not, of black women, you see. And to see our women just open sexually do these acts for the whole world to see, it's an indication of it's an emergency that needs to be taken care of in the black experience. You know, I mean, she's a, you know, your nice little bundle of black goddess, but she's going the wrong way. And I heard she got a child and everything, but that's her prerogative. Unfortunately, that's her. But it's a black eye. It's a black eye for the black race. Men are also doing it on the pornography networks. Regular Joes uploading a sexual activity. See, when you follow, let me tell you something, my family, because these guys and girls come out with these videos talking about they appalled about the sexual activity that our youth, middle age, or even whatever the case may be, up there just letting it all hang out. But you gotta understand, they're living in the materialism. They living in a demonic realm. You know, whether you like it or not, that is demonic. That is sin. And if you study the historical texts of the wages of sin and what came with civilizations that practice in those activities, you know, it's very similar. The only thing is the technology. That's it. It's the same old sexual practices. It's just intensified with technology. Now you can see it through the technology. Back then they didn't have technology. It was in reality. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this, family. Ancient Pompeii was destroyed because of these actions. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Rome was destroyed. And so is the day of Noah. So is the NB. And like I say, there's gloom and doom people preaching like they know, like Notre Dame. It's like they know when the Son of Man is going to come back. You don't know. This is why I made that video, you know, and I'm just, I'm touching on that a little bit and elaborating on that video because it's a lot of people that think they know the day and the hour. I don't follow man, for one. I gather information from men and women that got like minds like me, like Mr. Donnie 908. Now, he's been talking about entertainment, meaning, as far as entertainment, half of these people and the majority of these people on YouTube, they don't want to listen to the truth. They want to see brothers like him, me, and some other cats go against other cats that's preaching against our ideology, and all they want to do is try to prove other YouTubers wrong. We don't got time for that foolishness. He talks about everything. He's down to earth street brother. He do his things. Sometimes he don't even talk about political stuff. He talk about everyday life. See, that's what me and him is in common. You know? And we don't care if we pull our phone out and let the real roll, you know? Because that's how we go. I mean, if you're going to be real about it, be real about it. Don't be up here faking. And that's how we are. And we got a lot of, just like he said, we got a lot of stuff in common. And I want to touch on the stuff he be saying because it's true. Half of these people here, and you're right, brother, they don't, some of these people, 95, 75% of these people, they don't want to, they want to see even some of the people that's in the comment section. It's so intertwined and tricky. Ulterior motives, my brother. I don't believe some of these people, even some of the people that subscribe, some of them want to see sensationalism and beef. I tell y'all now, y'all not only on occasion when I get on my binge, when I get tired. Now, if I got a troll that's constantly acting like a goddamn fool, that's when I'm just gonna go ahead and let them have it. But if it's not that serious, I'm just gonna let them people say what they want to say because they're entitled to say what they want to say. Move on. But if this person have a fucking Jones or something, just flood my comment section, then he or she does the ultimate and make response videos to me and put my name up in the title box and say this and say that. Oh, now it's time for the smackdown. See, but the trolls, they see. this brings me to entertainment. You have people, again, they're attention-seeking whores. You know, they have nothing. Again, they have nothing going on in their lives. I gotta keep saying this, so they want to fuck with you because they have nothing to talk about. And it's plenty. That's where you know when someone ain't doing nothing with their life, because they have nothing to talk about. Their life is stagnated, meaning they're not active. They're introverts. And that's sort of a curse, you know. It is nice. It is nice, family. And the warmed up is like in the mid 50s down here. We're getting a little break. Let my dreads breathe. Shit. But anyway, beautiful. You see me, I'm in this sea of bottles. But that's a curse, family. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's a big world out here. Take advantage of it. Please take advantage of this. When you find yourself doors closing, I know how it is. You gotta seek. You gotta. And as a brother, if you ain't dying of no ailments, if you ain't sick, nothing ain't plaguing you health-wise, get out here. You don't have to have money all the time. Walk. And you know, let me tell you something about the Most High. He knows when you're hurting. Over this period, in a month and some weeks, I done found $21. I found a whole $1.20, then I found a dollar bill off the strength. And I had no money in my pocket, a pot to piss in. I'm gonna tell you something. When I found that $20, he knows. Wind was blowing everywhere. It was cold and wind was blowing. Now, what's the odds in that? That was meant for me to find that. I mean, wind was whipping. It was up under some brush, up on the fence. And I said, man, crisp. I said, that's meant for me. He knows. I believe. I have faith. I believe. I know it's a higher power. And that is what you have to learn. If you have no faith without works is dead. Family, you know this. You gotta have faith in yourself, first and foremost. Before you consider someone else, and you don't supposed to put your faith in man. You're supposed to put your faith in the Lord. You see? Some of us got this dang twisted here. You know, we got a new commander-in-chief, but he ain't God Almighty. You know, someone was pissed off. I think a black lady said it. One of the YouTubes I listened to. He said he was pissed off about a caller, a coon or whatever. No, she's right. One of the black actors, I forgot her name, but anyway, she said we need to pray. Yeah, we need to pray. We need to pray for our president. Pray he does the right things. Pray he signed the right executive orders. Pray that he does stuff by the stroke of the spirit within him. You know what I'm saying? This hope he let the angels enter him and his thought process, so he can make that stroke, that action of that stroke of that pen in a spiritual way, to sign the right executive orders and make the right decisions. want to protest? You protest Lucifer. Protest Lucifer. Protest all the things Lucifer has provided mankind for mankind's destruction. That's what you boycott. You protest the demonic spirituality of the institutions that practice the demonic ways to destroy and depopulate mankind. That's what you ban. That's what you boycott. That's what I'm on. I don't know what everybody else is on. That's what I fight against. It's like this Black History thing. This phone might turn on. This phone might turn off, excuse me. It's just gonna be a part 2. It's like this Black History thing. Black History, like Morgan Freeman said, I think he was talking to, what's his name, Wallace? Got his first name, Mike Wallace, I think Mike Wallace or something like this. It's an old interview. He said Black history is American history. That's goddamn right. Let's stop separating the shit. Black history in America is American history. We ain't asked to come over here, but we did. But we got our asses here, and we got much stake and claim in this goddamn soil than any other ethnicity. Well, hell, they almost eradicated. They almost eradicated the whole Native American race. So, if it wasn't for them intermixing with us, who knows? Family, you should be a proud people. I don't hate America. I love America. I love what's the name they call it now? Is Africa now? Is they call it Africanus, or Cubalon, something like that. A Cabalon. I just gonna put it like this: the motherland. I love the motherland too. I love the origin, my original land, and I love my counterfeit land, which is America. But I was born here, so I'm certified. But I know my original heritage, and I know where we all stem from. But we had to get all this hatred and tribalism out of our souls. As far as the original people that was born over there, and indigenous people that was born over there, versus the ones that come over here to migrate here to live as Americans and get their American citizenship. Now they can't do that because Donald Trump putting up all these bans and stuff. But it starts within the psyche of the black man, period, across the whole world. You know, you got some of these Nigerians and Ethiopians and West Africans and blah 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 blah. You got some of them still have this attitude, and some of our roster brothers too, and our islanders still got this attitude with the ones that was born here due to slavery and stuff, and got attitudes against us and think they're better. See, that shit got to stop. That shit got to stop, family. You know, that's bullshit. Ain't no better than me, bruh. Sis, ain't no better than me. And y'all know the history, so y'all need to get off that bullshit. Y'all know the history. That's why y'all got the audacity to come over here with an attitude, and some of y'all know the motherfucking history. Know why we was putting that know why we're in this position we are. If y'all don't, y'all don't know. Come on now. Y'all know this. But y'all refuse to identify with it. And you think that attitude is gonna get y'all far. It's just gonna it's gonna make business practices and more stuff worse for you, far as you do on dealings and African brothers and African American brothers should be doing more. African brothers, listen to me now, African brothers and African American brothers should be doing more business than enough now. All the suffering that's going on over there and over here. It's no difference. You got tribalism over there. You got ISIS killing each other, burning up people alive, tar, throwing tires on people, burning them, decapitation. Then you got motherfuckers getting Mac 10 and AK 47 and Mac 11 and some more shit in the streets getting lit up. So what's the difference? It ain't none. Who's better? None. So what point you proving? Nothing. See? That's why I always come to full circle and say, it ain't nothing but Lucifer, it's the devil. People make their bones. People get their Ouija boards, get the seances up, go on their little secret covens, do their little blood rituals, and play with the candles, play with numbers, play with astrology, and do the damn thing and get into that satanic life and pledge and give their life to Satan. You think I'm bullshitting? These people practice this stuff, okay? They are parasites. They are predators on the human race. They're no longer human. They're human in a physical form, but their spiritual form is demonic because they prey on people that is holy and they try to make them unholy by the recruitment of their satanic ways. And some got to be sacrificed to the Baphomet to give those people more power. Blood must be spilled, you know. Y'all talk about the industry, you know, my man Yaskara still banging that out. It's true. It's not only the industry, it's anything that got a lot of money that got to do with it, and it's not spiritually inspired. It's demonically inspired. See, the devil requires souls, family. Someone got to get clipped. That's the way it works. He don't like his whole thing. He don't view us as nothing. He can't stand humans. He'll play with you for a while. Then when he get tired of you, you're gone. And your soul is in his. Your soul is with him. You know. This thing is spiritual, folks. Don't let no one fool you. Men are going, people go crazy, man. That's why you got a lot of mental institutions. That's why you got a lot of people that's mentally ill on YouTube. And you better believe it. Some of these people, y'all get pissed off at, they're mentally ill. They don't care. They don't. Oh, it's nice out here. And I'm enjoying talking to y'all. Just want to open your minds up. My thing is for y'all to, my melanated, my white folks, I don't care what nationality you is, enjoy yourself. You know, I've been watching Dubai. Very interesting place, people. Y'all should see the construction and how they get that place with all that aqua up in there. They gotta go, these engineers, man, they took engineering to another feat. They go to another part of the Middle East and like in some rock quarry or something in the desert, and they getting thousands. I think they done sucked that reservoir out. The water been sitting underground for thousands of years, and somehow they siphoned the water out of that ancient aqua base that's up under the crust or what have you, up under the desert, and suck that water from that reservoir and run it through pipes or what have you all the way back to Dubai. Man, y'all gotta see it for yourself. That engineering and plumbing and irrigation stuff they doing over there is genius. And that's another thing, brothers, man. If y'all interested, get your ass in trades. Apply yourself. I'm telling you, ain't nothing wrong. You look at these some of these dudes with hard hats. You think they making motherfucking pennies. These dudes carrying home 1,800. Sometimes they get commission checks. These dudes carrying home bulk checks like 20, 30 grand a month, depending on what kind of jobs they work. You got boiler fitters. You got guys that just test the boilers and stuff. They really, you got to know mathematics though. You got to know construction mathematics, calculus, and all that, trigonometry, trig, and various aspects of geometry and stuff like that. Scientific math, because you got to measure liquid and divide and all that. All the stuff you got to do with mathematics. You got to go to school, apply yourself, man. Plant makers and boiler makers, what have you. Engineering. Man, you laugh at these dudes, they go home dirty, jump in a Maserati or whatever they car choice, and they $500,000, $1 million home, smack the old lady on the ass, go out to the club, what have you, or take her to the club, who knows, or they probably got a harem or whatever. Living large. Offer making other people comfortable, making sure the building is safe, or installing systems and everything. You get yourself a niche up in one of these trades, you'd be surprised how much money you make. That's a little inside info there. And because a lot of people, I notice, I keep telling this, everyone can't be content creators. Everyone can't do what I do as far as doing videos. Everyone can't be in the trades. Everyone can't be lawyers and doctors. You got two types of men. I always say this. You got a hard hat man and the Stetson hat man, or what they call that junk, that pimp junk, fedora. I think that hat calls it fedora or something. Old gangster shit Al Capone and them used to wear. Fedora or something like that. You got two types of men. You got businessmen, intellectual men, and you got the same thing. We got construction contractors and stuff like that, which is intellectual and businessmen too. They just get dirtier, that's all. But they still make the same kind of goddamn money. And the architect is the kingpin. He's the one, that's the first one. He get dibs off everything. He is the CEO. Because without the plans and without the blueprints, shit ain't gonna get done. He gotta draw up all that shit.